New at noon in Prince George's County, Maryland. There's an investigation underway. This is after 3 people were killed last night. Police responded to New Hampshire Avenue and Metzerat Road on Tuesday night. 3 people died at the scene because of a crash. 2 people in another car were taken to the hospital with non-life threatening injuries. Now, what led up to this crash is still under investigation. County leaders are holding a news conference, and that's going to be at 1 p.m. So in just less than an hour, I'd say, after last night's crash. And it comes after 3 other people were killed on Sunday. DC News Now's Randy Bass will have more, and that's going to come up on the news at 4 p.m. today.
And Shanika, we continue to stay on top of a story that we brought you yesterday as breaking news. A pilot is dead after a small plane crash in Northern Virginia. You can see the video of the scene. The crash happened in the parking lot of a John Deere dealership off of Tidewater Trail near the Shannon Airport in Spotsylvania County. Virginia State Police said that the pilot, 78-year-old Roland Babcock Jr., died at the scene. He was from Ruther Glen. He was the only person on board the Montana Coyote airplane. According to FlightAware, the plane took off around 10:40 a.m. and for the 13 minutes before it crashed. It was only in the air for 13 minutes before it crashed. The NTSB is leading the investigation, and we spoke to people who saw it happen.
Undermining peer review and giving political appointees the power to award grants based on their ideology and their whims rather than based on.
Anyone who has surveillance video or other information on the crash should contact the NTSB. The information is on our website on how to contact them at dcnewsnow.com.
All right, thank you for that, Mark. Let's head into Montgomery County, Maryland. So a new bill moving through the county to tackle a dangerous county, or dangerous streets, rather. Now, the council and local law enforcement, they are sounding the alarm over massive street takeovers in the recent months where dozens of people in cars are street racing, like what you see there on your screen, doing tricks and speeding down county roads. In a public hearing on the bill, several people showed up to testify. Each of them were in favor of this bill.
They're not harmless entertainment. By their very nature, they encourage reckless driving and worse. We've all seen on the news the donuts, the burnouts, the people hanging onto the outsides of vehicles. Guns are brought to these events and people have been shot and killed. Street takeovers disrupt businesses, they cause chaos.
Yeah, and the next expected council action on this bill, a public safety committee work session, is set for October. And let me just tell you, this is in the DMV, right? So these street takeovers have been going on for many years. And yes, it's become really dangerous. You've seen people do donuts and do different tricks. I mean, lots of people attend these things. This is not just Montgomery County. You have Prince George's County as well, sometimes in the district, Virginia even, I'm sure. But yeah, this is definitely something people are concerned about and have been talking about for years now.
Shanika, we'll obviously continue to follow this story. I just can't imagine this not moving forward with some sort of a law or resolution.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will have overwhelming support, as it continues to move forward. It's kind of one of those not in my backyard or not in my neighborhood type of things, and I'm sure that the support from the public will continue to grow.
Yeah, and this is not just one-sided, right? This is for everyone's safety. It's
Absolutely.
for your safety, my safety, even the driver's safety,
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is definitely, I do see this going through. Also, a large group of federal workers made weekly trips to Capitol Hill to discuss issues with lawmakers. Their lobbying initial centered around DOGE and the firings of thousands of workers.
But with DOGE officially over, the shift has now changed, and DC News Now's Max Marcella takes a closer look.
We spoke with at the Hart Senate office building say while DOGE might have been the face of a lot of the issues federal workers were facing, especially the mass layoffs, Now that DOGE is done, their advocacy isn't stopping. This group of federal workers you see here meeting with Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen and Virginia Congressman James Walkinshaw has come to Capitol Hill each week to discuss issues, and this week they spoke about new rule changes from the Trump administration. One of the workers we spoke with was Jenna Norton of the National Institutes of Health. She spoke about a rule that would shift power to political appointees and away from scientific peer reviewers related to research grant funding.
That would basically politicize every single grant that is given out by the government, undermining peer review and giving political appointees the power to award grants based on their ideology and their whims rather than based on the expert opinion of scientists and other folks who weigh in on these decision-making processes.
GW School of Public Health is also criticizing that proposal, saying it jeopardizes the stability and future of these crucial federal health programs. But the White House is pushing back, saying taxpayers have funded far-left initiatives and this rule would restore accountability. Reporting on Capitol Hill, I'm Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Max Marcilla.